Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, My Project Ideas. In this video, we will learn how to create an object page layout in UI5. So let's get started. We will create a project from template. We will be using Northwind for data, which we have already set up in the destination. Now we would need a service path. So let's get a service path from Northwind. We will take version 2 of data. Just need service path. Paste it here. Wait for a project to be created. Okay, so let's run our project. Okay, so our app is running. Let's get back to the app. So let's start by creating our object page. For the object page layout, we don't need a simple page. This is the library for object page. So let's make this as default and let's give this a namespace M because we'll be using a lot of tags from this particular library. Okay, so our object page layout tag starts like this. Inside our object page layout, let's create a header title. Let's give to header title in header content true. Inside header title, let's create object page dynamic header title. Inside this is the top header part. Inside this, we will have something called expanded heading and snapped heading. Okay. Inside this, we will create title control. The title control belongs to scp.m library. So let's give this the namespace text. Let's give this text as my project ideas. Let's copy this exact title inside snap heading. Let's format this. Let's run this. This is a header, my project ideas. Now that we have the snap heading and the header title, okay, so let's create expanded content. And let's give this as text control. text as P UI5 page layout. Also, let's create snap content, copy the same text inside, format it. Okay, so this is our header title complete. Let's also add header content. Inside the header content, we will have label from sap.m library. Let's leave this text as hello, how are you? Okay, format it. Let's run this. Okay, so this is the object page header. This is the title and this is the content. If we snap this is the snapped content where we have the snap title and the snap content for the header. Okay, so now we have our object header for our object page layout. Now let's create our sections and subsections. Let's create sections. Inside this section, each section would be a object page section, and each object page section would itself be a different view.xml file. So let's create that first. I would create a folder called shared blocks. Inside this, I would create a folder called info, and inside this info, let's create two files called info.js and info.view.xml. Okay, this should be inside this info folder. Now we have info.js, info.view.xml inside our info folder. Each folder here will represent an individual object page section. So currently we have one folder called info, so we will have one page section. So let's first create this particular view. Just create a simple view. Let's just give a title to this one. Let's format this. Now that we have a view, let's create the controller code for this. Let's create a block, info block for now. We will write block base dot extend. Here we'll have to put the path, that is object page layout dot shared blocks dot info dot info. This is the path of this particular JS file. Now what we need to do is create a metadata and views. This views will have one collapsed view and another expanded view. So let's create the collapsed view. View name, same path, same name. So we'll copy this directly from here. And the type of view we'll have to mention. That is view type dot XML. The same thing will copy paste, just with a different name. This would be expanded. Okay. And now at the end, we just need to return this info block. So the code for our info.js is complete. We all also have the view code complete. So let's use this particular view or the object page section in this particular object page layout. Let's create object page section. We will give this a property called title uppercase and we'll put it this to false. We don't want our titles to be in the uppercase letter. Let's give this a title. Formation. Okay. Let's create subsection. Inside subsection, we will have object page subsection. Then we will have blocks. And inside blocks, we will need to insert our info view. Now to insert our info view, we will have to first export it here. Let's export the info view. Let's give this namespace as info. And let's copy this particular path. Now that we have exported it, so in our blocks, we just need to use this particular info view with the namespace info. That would be colon. Info is the file name. Now let's try this out. Okay, it seems to be an error, and that error is that we have used info twice. We just need to give the path to the particular folder, not the file. Let's try this again. Okay, so guys, we have our object page header here, and here we have a subsection. Now this is a very simple subsection. Let's create another subsection. For that, we'll have to go through the same process. That is, we need to create another folder for a new subsection. Let's create this folder inside our, inside our shed block folder. Same process, let's create employee.js and employees.view.xml. The JS code will be the same as info.js because the functionality remains the same. So let's copy this, paste it here. Let's change this name. Let's make this. We'll change all the info with employees except for this particular name. This is in the path, the folder starts with a small e. So our employee.js code is complete. Now let's get to the employees.view.xml. Here we'll copy the same code from the info. Let's paste it here. And instead of title, let's give it a title. Yeah, we will and say let's combine employees. This is employee reset. Let's do this column. Comment this. This one column, create column like this. Columns, create items. Okay, so our view is complete. Let's export this view to our object page layout. Same process, we need to first export this particular view. Let's give this namespace as employee. This folder name will change to employee as well. Let's duplicate this particular object page section. Change the title. Change the namespace and the view name. Let's try this out. So here's a view where we have two subsections, information and employees. If we click on employees, it scrolls to employees. If we click on information, we have our information. So guys, if you see, once we have more than one subsection, we get this particular tabular layout. We have the expanded and collapsed view as well. Okay. So now we have two subsection. Let's create another one. We'll have the same process. First we'll create another folder in shared blocks called orders. Inside this, we'll have two files. One would be orders.js and another would be orders.view.xml. Let's copy the JS code, be exact the same. Let's change this employees to orders. JS code is done. Close these. I'll copy this particular table code from employees to orders as well and change this entity set to orders. Change the table columns. Our view is also done. Let's export this particular view. Repeat the same steps. Change this to orders, also to orders. Duplicate this page section. Change the title. Change the namespace. Change the view name. Let's try this out. So now we have three subsections: information, employees, and orders. This is a very basic object page layout. Inside this, we can also have another modification, that is, we can have sub blocks inside blocks. Okay, so each page section has one block, but we can have another block inside this control called more block. Okay, for this also the process is same. It would be we we have to create same folder with the subfolder. So let's, because we are creating sub blocks inside this particular subsection, which is info. Let's go to the info folder, and as we have info.js, info.view.xml, let's create two more files called info2.js and info2.view.xml. Okay, let's copy the info code from JS to info2.js. Block will change it to info2. Now that the JS file is code is complete, let's jump to info.view.xml, copy this code to info2 as well. Here will be hello everyone again. So the view is also complete. Now let's export this. We have already exported our info folder, so we don't need to export it again because our info2 is inside the info folder itself. What we need to do is just use the same namespace info and the view name would be info2. Let's format this and let's check this out. So our view has loaded. If you see, guys, as we have two blocks inside this, one of which I've put into more block. So we have a show more button on click of which the more block has appeared. This is how we can toggle the content of the more block. Similarly, this can be used in any blocks. Even a table can be used with this. So we'll have two tables inside the same employee block with a show more button, which will toggle the visibility of it. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.